My name is Khot Juac. I'm involved in cross country and track and field at the University of Sioux Falls. I'm a sophomore right now, heading into my junior year next fall, and I'm a criminal justice and psychology major with hopes of going to law school someday. We don't know about that one yet though. So I was born in Kenya, and my family moved here. My dad moved here from South Sudan in 2001, and then eventually my mom and I moved here in 2010, and we moved to Worthington, Minnesota. And I stayed there until my 8th grade year, and then I moved to Sioux Falls. And I attended Sioux Falls, Washington, where I also ran track and cross country there. And eventually my junior year, I decided I wanted to continue running in college, and with the help of my coach, and after a few tours at several other colleges, I decided on USF, and now I'm here. So I ended up at USF because there was a Nike meet here in Sioux Falls my senior year, and I was trying to break 20 minutes in the 5K. And then after the meet, I got a call from a man named Doug Peterson. He was like, "Hey, do you want to run at USF?" And I was like, "No." And this was in November, and then I started touring more colleges that winter into spring. And eventually I realized that I didn't want to go anywhere else that was like at any of the other colleges that I was looking at, so USF made the most sense. So I actually got into running kind of by accident. My 6th grade year of middle school, I walked into my tech class, and Mr. Hinkles, who was the teacher for that tech class, also happened to be the track and cross country coach at my middle school. And I walked in, and he was like, "Hey, you look like a cross country track runner, you should come out." And I was like, "No." And I didn't know what cross country was at the time. I thought it was like traveling. I was like, that kind of sounds cool, but I want to do volleyball. My 7th grade year, when I actually could do sports, I went to volleyball practice for the first 2 days, I think, and it wasn't good. And so eventually I talked to Hankles, and he was like, "Yeah, you should come run." And yeah, and from there the rest is history, and I hated it. My 7th grade year, I hated cross country with a passion. I remember me and my friend would go on a run, and we had a lake that was in the middle of our town, and so we'd go out for like a mile and then just hide until one of our friends came and picked us up and drove us back to the school. And I remember just like going to the water fountains after our run and putting water on our face, so we could look like we were sweating. That's how much I hated it. When I first got to USF, I hated it. It was a little too small for me, and I just didn't think it was the right place for me. So as soon as I got here, I was like, I want to go. But eventually, kind of getting involved in a couple of things on campus, and just seeing like the team camaraderie and how the team interacted with each other, and Doug's training, that kind of made it better, and I learned to love USF along the way. And I ran a 5:10 in a mile, which was number 4 all time at USF. And then I ran a 5K my freshman year of college, and my first time running it, I ran an 18:02, which was I think a minute PR, and I hated it the whole time. But then I ran it again not too long ago, and it was the craziest meet ever. I ran a 17:20. I think it was just a glitch in the system, and it was a school record, which was exciting. Oh, the 15 was my favorite race. I got to college and I was like, oh, this is so different from the mile. My light bulb moment in the 15 has to be Morningside, at Morningside College at the Sioux City Relays. I just remember crossing the finish line and Doug talking to Lauren and I. He's just like, "I'm so proud of you guys." And I was like, "Oh my gosh, so exciting." And then he talked to us after that meet. He's like, "One of the school record holders for the 15 is here. One day, one of you two is going to break the record for the 15, which was pretty exciting. I ran my PR at conference that same season, which was a 4:40, and it was number 3 all time, I think. Setting yourself up for success before you even get to that starting line will benefit you so much in the race when you're hurting. Because if you're telling yourself before a race, like, oh my gosh, like I'm not gonna do good, and you get to a race and you start feeling pain, you're more susceptible to just give up and just let the pain take control. But if you go in with that mentality and that confidence where you're just like, I'm gonna do good, so you don't let the pain get in the way of that mentality. So just having that confidence before a race or in anything you do, honestly, is very essential. So I would tell my past self, why are you nervous? Well, if I have fans, I would tell them, my Venmo is Khot Juac. I'm kidding. I don't know. I don't think I have fans, but if I have fans, I would say you guys are awesome. You guys are killer. Go kill it out there, dogs. Purr.